Bonjour, bonsoir. Bienvenue à une nouvelle sortie de Gade avec Dr. Flores. Good evening. Wherever you are around the world, hey, we bring you again, Gade with Dr. Flores. A safe space, a genuine conversation where our guest comes to inspire you, motivate you, conscience awareness, and we enjoy each other. Then it's important for us to have fun. Gade with Dr. Flores. Today, our guest will introduce herself, and let's do it. Hi, welcome.
Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Bienvenue la Gade avec Dr. Flores. Today, our guest is Dr. Leveille.
Dr. Leveille, yes.
Okay, Dr. Leveille, bienvenue. Okay, and for our listeners and our viewers that may have seen you on Miami Community Newspaper advertising, but today we're taking you to a different route. We want to take you behind the scene and with the inner self. Tell us about your upbringing. Who is Dr. Dominique Leveille?
Okay, so Dr. Dominique Leveille, to be honest with you, is simply Dominique. I am native born here, United States. My mom is a Haitian American. I went to school primarily as elementary. I went to Holy Rosary, and then my middle school, I went to St. Lawrence. So I was raised in a religious household. So I like to say l'école, l'église, la caille.
Why does that sound like a guest that I had here last month? And hopefully he follows us. He's an assistant principal for South Dade High School.
Okay.
Assistant principal, Mr. Sena. Same thing. It seems that it's a Haitian trio.
Yes.
Okay. It's a church.
Yes.
School, home.
That's it. Yes. So my brothers, on the other hand, they were able to go out, but I was more my mom's pocketbook. She always says, wherever she goes, I go, unless I'm in school or I'm at a school function. So school became my outlet. I love school. I loved going to school, talking with my teachers, spending one-on-one time, and just learning about everyone's life, because I felt different being a Haitian American, going to St. Lawrence, which is primarily a Jewish community, but a Catholic school where I was, and then moving to Cooper City, where it's another Jewish community. So I always felt a little different, but I enjoyed my difference because my mom instilled culture in us, right? So speaking the language was very important. Understanding what made us different, what made us brave and strong was something that was always pushed into my upbringing and into the raising of who I am.
Okay. Then that ring a bell. St. Lawrence was in the area of North Miami Beach.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
Yes. Yep.
Because I live in North Miami Beach for quite some time.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to envision that keeping the tradition of if your foundation it's in, private Catholic school, then you have to do your high school the same way.
Yes.
And that's something that is very solid, grounded in our Haitian culture. Then Dominique Leveille graduated high school. Then what happened next? Where is college?
Yes, so college was so important to me. But remember, it was l'église, l'école la caille. So which means going to college far away was off the table. I had to stay close enough to make sure that I could go to church on Sundays, to run the different groups that I was a part of, and still give to my community. So I went to FAU. I loved it. Go Owls. I love the community because at the time it was a new school. So there was only a small number of us in each class. So it helped us to create a family within us. So as alumni, we always would we still talk talk to this day because it really created a family home. So from FAU, I switched over to Nova University, where I got my master's in marriage and family therapy, and I got my PhD in family therapy. And in the course of that, I got my license in a licensed marriage and family therapist. Now, while doing all of this, I was also a teacher with Miami-Dade Public Schools, which is my heart. I loved it. I loved being a teacher. Spending time with the kids, learning about their home life helped me to teach them differently because it helped me to have an understanding of what was going on at home. So giving you a paper to write when I know you're going home to maybe help your parents, I'm not being the best teacher for you. So I would have morning brunch, lunch brunch, afternoon. I was always available to them so that they can get their work done, because similar to me, I wanted them to see how important schooling can be for you and for your future.
Okay, then I hear education from the foundation.
Yes.
I hear education and as a professional. Then when did you have time to have a boyfriend?
So with God was my boyfriend for a very long time. For a very, very long time. So because I was raised in a very, I would say, covered, sheltered household, finding a boyfriend meant that it had to happen either at school, at church, or when I was with my mom going to various things. So I was able to meet my husband at a restaurant, a family restaurant that we had at the time. And we got married at a young age, we would say, because I wanted to, I guess I was searching for freedom, right? I was searching for freedom. I was searching for a little bit of difference, right? Not having, because church was Saturday, Sunday, Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday. So having a different schedule sounded nice to me. So I got married to my husband, which we're still married to this date, 21 years this year. Married at a young age, and it helped me. It gave me the structure that I needed while not being home to still pursue my passion of education. My husband was extremely supportive. He ensured that I still went to school, even though we were having kids, we were living life. School was always at the base of completion and on the top of our minds of something that we both wanted for each other.
March is Women Awareness Month.
Yes.
And when we are thinking about women evolution, then you painted a picture of a traditional home and traditional young women. Then for those women who are kind of different,
yes,
and put also education first, but not marriage at early age,
yes,
then what would you share with them?
I would say in life, it's best to focus on one thing at a time, but it's not to lose yourself. While you're still focusing on education, still remind yourself of the love and the nurturing that you would like for yourself. Sometimes we get very track-minded, set goal on one thing. We don't see anything else. And that kind of stops us from getting blessings, because I know when we're single, we're praying, oh God, please send the one, send the one. But then when we're in the library, don't talk to me. I want to be by myself, my space. But it's like, what if God was sending you the one?
That's it. Yeah.
What if that was him sending you? So it's not allowing us to get so focused on our ambitions that it doesn't allow us to see the little blessings that are happening next to us.
Then for you, when women today pick education or their professional life over establishing a steady relationship, it's maybe they lack in giving themselves an open door, a self-care moment.
Yes.
Okay.
Because they put the job, because we will give, these women at time, what I see is they will give 90% of their energy to the work and give 10% to themselves. Right. And the 10% is just getting our hair done, getting our nails done, maybe going out to eat with that one friend so they don't stop calling you, right? And I don't call those self-care. I call those maintenance. Self-care is when you can let go and it's not part of the routine and it allows you to de-stress. Because I've seen a lot of people getting their nails done. They're still on the phone. They're still doing emails. So it's like, that's not self-care. You know, you're still very much connected to your life. So I call those maintenance. So we have to learn to kind of shift the pie and yes, give a lot of our energy to our work and to our growth, but also give that same to ourselves because we're not a machine. We don't run on oil. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't do oil change. So if we're not seeking happiness within, we can't pour happiness to someone else.
That's you know? So well said. And that's what that space, when people are asking me, what kind of interview do you do? I said, go look at my interviews. Then you will see that regardless that John Doe is the president, I am not having the president coming and describing me his daily job operation. Here in that space, primarily you hear Gade tattoo, you are encouraged first to read the book. Then everybody goes to the same process of sharing their upbringing, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Because generally in interviews, people come and give you a very clean resume, and this is not a job interview here.
This is not
you know? And I continue to be, and feeling good being part of Community News Network, because those three words also fit within the philosophy that I am amplifying. Gade is that, what are you looking? You're looking at the community that you're part of, but what is the foundation of your community? Then you mentioned your mom, you mentioned your brothers. I didn't hear a man presence aside from your husband.
My father.
What's your dad?
Yes, my dad is there, always there. He is the backbone of the family. My dad, like I like to say, he's there without being there. That's why you probably didn't hear him when I'm talking about him, because my dad is the one, my mom is, you did this, and my dad comes afterwards, oh, honey, it's okay. You're going to make it. You got it. Look at my daughter. Like my dad is the support behind my mom, you know, even though my parents divorced at a young age, my parents got a divorce, they maintain some form of communication,
stability,
so that I didn't lose my dad's, my relationship with my dad and my family, my external family on my paternal side, and also still maintaining respect and, a sense of respect for my mother as well, and not losing sight of that. So she was really good. They were both, tippy-toed, did their best to make that a possibility for me.
Then that, for your clients, for people who gonna reach your service in the future, they can feel that Dr. Dominique Léveillé is someone that they can relate to. It's not like a status that, hey, she's the woman. I go to her office, I get what I need, and I'm out. No, she's been there. She also can meet with the parents who go through divorce, the children as well. Then tell us about your clientele. How do they come to you?
So my clientele can either go online or they'll meet me in the community in different ways. But a lot of time I feel that my clientele comes to me because there's something about me that resonates with them, right? Because there's billion of us in the world, and there's so many therapists. But I always feel that each client that sits in front of me represents a part of me that maybe I've grown from, maybe I've learned from. So when my clients come to me, I always say, don't worry, I know I'm your therapist and we're going to click, because you could have picked anyone else. And I allow myself to be authentic and transparent with my client. If they're talking about maybe their child not succeeding, I'll bring in my son's situation and be like, look, as a mom, I get it. I feel you. Or if they come to me with generational stuff of, oh, my mom wants me this way. I'm more modern. I like this. And I can understand and meet them where they are. So I always try to bring a little bit of Dominique into the session, but primarily, yes, Dr. Lavelle is there, but Dominique is also there to let them know that we're all human. We've all been through things. It's what we do with what we've been through that makes us and shapes us.
Today the seat is reversed.
Yes.
Then I'm role playing and I'm the therapist.
Yes, okay.
Then Dominique comes to us on Gade Tattoo with Dr. Flores and also Community News Network just to share another side of you that the world does not know. Your upbringing, your father presence in your life, the professionalism, the steadiness.
Yes.
And your becoming, and also the advice for young women that prioritize job, professionalism. It's not me saying it, it's Dr. Leveille saying that, hey, you're not really looking at yourself.
No.
You're not really caring for yourself when you inject so much in work and also into education.
Yes.
Then let's talk about the stigma when women, families, seniors, you name it, the community at large is so afraid of the word therapy.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Why? Why is that word or even the process so painful?
Because we are taught as people not to bring our problems to others, especially if we're in the church. Who do we bring our problems to? God. You don't bring it to another person. So the idea of coming to sit in my office and talk about maybe your mom, your dad, your siblings, your children, it kind of interferes with the loyalty that you feel that you have for the person. And you wouldn't want to shed them in any light in front of me, right? So with therapy, what makes the word so difficult is because I say it's like vulnerable. It's like the same way you say Gade Tattoo, therapy makes you Gade Tattoo.
Exactly.
It makes you stem from within. So sometimes in my sessions, I'll have my clients hold a mirror and I'm like, say it to the mirror. Say it to you, right?
But it's one practice.
Yes.
But there's the practice where you talk to yourself.
Yes.
Without the mirror. And once you do that discovery, it's an elevation. It's another dimension of life.
Absolutely.
And challenges. How do you face challenges in this field? Because culturally, communication is a major problem in all communities.
All communities.
All communities. I tell people that when there is conflict, it's when you sit back and you think of Gade Tattoo. For me, when I'm in conflict with someone, I go back and I said, I know where the problem is. And a recent issue made me realize that it's the conflict is in how we introduce ourselves. You know, let's say I call you today just to be in the interview and I specifically tell you that you're going to be an inspiration because this is one of our pillars. But you come to the show and you start doing marketing. Then it's going to create a conflict because from the beginning, we did not agree or respected the terms.
Yes. And our energies are off.
Yes.
Right? Our energy is off because you want me to get to a certain level of depth.
Yes.
And I just want to market. Right? So our energies are not going to be the same. So with therapy, a lot of times what I like to do the first session, especially if I'm dealing with a Haitian American, I like to tell them, tell me what you think about therapy.
Yes.
Tell me. Because culturally,
if you don't do that ice breaking,
I won't know.
It's a problem.
I won't know because I need to know what are the bias that you've connected to the word. I need to know it so then I can help you work through it. So when you're talking to family, because a lot of our perspectives come from family, you know how to defend what you're doing. You know how to discuss it in a different way because now through therapy, you have the language. You have the growth, right?
Yes.
So you're able to say, no, this is what it is. It's not this, it's that, you know? So yeah.
we're gonna shift a little bit to make it very inclusive because one of the power of this safe space is to be multicultural. Then we're gonna be speaking a little bit in Creole because you are Haitian.
Yeah.
Jeudi an invité c'est Dr. Dominique Léveillé et une la raison qui fait que nous menons li c'est pour le capable garder tête li. Li pas là pour vinn à faire publicité comme lui même comme thérapeute mais t'a remè fait partie ça avec lui pour lui parler de mesdames qui pas marié bonheur ou du moins mesdames qui passaient toute vie yo a dit que y a pas occupé tête yo mais c'est l'école et puis c'est travail. Est-ce que mesdames ça yo qui pas gagné yon la vie intime ou du moins yo ka dit c'est pas yo la vie intime mais pas sexe qui la vie intime. Oui, on pas gon la vie intime parce que c'est pas gon moun ou ménage ou mari etc. gon pratiquement qui là qui sont à aimer dit mesdames ça yo.
Avec mesdames que m'a parlé, c'est mesdames qui cherché pour yo marier, pour yo entrer dans une relation. Quand pile mesdames qui senti que travail, hang out avec des amis yo, c'est communauté que yo besoin. Yo pas quitter tête yo réfléchir sur futur yo de si c'est ça yo vle. But mesdames qui vle monsieur qui t'a vle marier ou bien qui t'a vle rester dans relation avec un monde, c'est pour nous toujours songer, c'est pour nous kind avec tête nous. Right? Si moun na kembe pot lan pour, dis merci.
C'est pour vulnérable ou pas capable rester I don't apologize. Mais les mesdames y a dit bah ça pour c'est menti parce que ou pas capable off ko pas ka dit pardon parce que gon moment dans la vie et c'est pour ka dit pardon.
Yes, parce que dit pardon ça pas veut dire que ou retire un bagage sous corps. Ça veut dire que ou sont humains que ou font bagage qui mal, qui normal.
Son bagage qui très commun que dit là toutes mesdames parce que yo plus femmes là yo dit I'm unapologetic. Me dit que me trouve que gon moment au café.
Oui.
Même Jean Jésus t'est rentré dans le temple il t'écrasé. Mon pas capable faire toute vous pour dire qu'on unapologetic. Ou pas capable comme ça toute vie.
Non, ou pas capable comme ça toute vie. Leur camper son seul bagage tout le temps, on pas dire ça li pas bon. Ou pas bien amis comme ça, ou pas bien bonne relation avec famille because j'après que pas
mais moun ka li à travers ou même.
Oui, of course.
Moun li à travers ou même.
Of course. C'est important pour toujours gen cœur ouvri. Si on chercher love, c'est pour cœur ouvri. Si cœur fermé ou bien on penser de stress qui vient dans le monde là, gens bagay yo pas bon, ou pas gen cœur ouvri, ou pas ka expect pour love entrer dans cœur pour ouais moun. Because comme humain, nous interact avec plusieurs moun. But moun qui pour ou après interaction ça, on ti gens différent.
Oui.
Communiquer à moun ça ou après que voir on ti gens changer. Right? But si rete même gens à tout moun ou pas jamais connaît qui est qui réellement remet on.
Et qui a souillé tout.
Et qui a souillé tout. Yep,
et pour pas capable bailler la rue travail et TikTok 20 heures de temps.
Yes.
Et puis ou même ou dormi 2 heures de temps.
Yes.
Et pour pas même gain temps pour tête ou garder tête ça.
Yes.
Ou du moins même là dans tout ou pas qu'à accepter koto sorti en qui s'enfance ou gade moun yo djou c'est pas côté me sorti c'est côté me praler mais si koto sorti on te gon barrière like when I ask you about your father then if you did not answer properly you will go I'm sure someone who will see the show and said you see she didn't mention her father, you know. Yeah, people capture what we least expect.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
People pay attention. Will focus
on that, right? So you can wear a white shirt.
Yeah.
And ou kon ti tak noir. Wap wè si noir lan seulement wè ou pa wè blanc encore. Li vin sale immédiatement dans mind nou. Because pour ça, li gon ti tak tout petit ki noir. So comme moun, comme humain, nous toujours ap chercher ça qui pas bon avant nous chercher ça qui bon.
Or comme moun tout, li prend nous une seconde pour nous oublier 99% t'es bon.
Yes.
Et puis le moment pas bon, réaction nous tellement visible.
Yes.
Et nous gâté 99% bon, quel que soit ça moun nan te fait, li te gen tan pas bon, li te gen tan ou c'est pour faire men long chat parce qu'on sent ou Louis Jean Bourget ou son matador superbe and it's incorrect.
It's incorrect.
Because at the end of the day, this process of self-check, self-questioning, gade tetou, it happens until you take your last breath.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because if you are not reflecting, even as a therapist, après une session, m'ka konnen que session ton ti jan difficile, moun nan te non mauvais moment, ça m'a expliqué yo an, on ti jan pa chita bien, m'ka senti émotion. M'mande yo, qui ça que m'te dit ou bien est-ce que gon bagay que m'te dit qui on ti jan poussé ou on ti jan ou bien li changer mind nou pour fò vi nou ti jan reserve. The vulnerability kote gen mwen on ti jan pull it back.
And you see how comfortable you are?
Yes.
You remember you said, hey, Dr. Flore. I said, you be comfortable because it's a genuine conversation. Then for people watching you now that are reluctant and still we are in the first quarter of the year and never added, the self-love into their resolution.
Yes.
How would you welcome them into your practice about seeking your services?
I would tell them that they're worthy. They are worthy. As people, we will show up for people before we show up for ourselves. And the one thing that in the airplane, if everyone doesn't listen, but we always listen to, you got your mask on first, then you put it on the other person. So self-care stems from within us before we can ever think about giving it to someone else. So if you feel that you're in a point in your life that you can't give anymore or you're not receiving anymore, things are just not going the way you would like it to, sit down and talk to someone.
Always talk to someone. And if something happened, and go back. It's okay to go back.
Self-reflection is wonderful.
It's okay to go back. It's okay to pick up the telephone and said, listen, I mess up or you upset me, let's go back. Let's do the checklist to see where we went wrong.
Yes.
And one of the reasons that many countries get into war and conflicts is because they are afraid to do the checklist.
Absolutely.
And by the time you hope that you would have done, it is too late.
It's too late.
Don't wait to hear someone pass or don't pretend to say you'll be okay. Yes, you'll be okay, but you could be better.
You could be great.
You could be better. You could be better.
Exactly.
Yes. And how do people find you?
Okay, so my website is blisstherapy.me. I offer in-person and virtual sessions throughout the state of Florida. My office is in Palmetto Bay. I provide morning, afternoon. You can go online. Truly sending me an email as well if you would like to talk, but try to find someone, I say. Find a therapist that you can talk to, that you can get and all those things inside of you out so that you could be a better person in 2026. We have to be better in 2026 as humans.
We don't have closing remarks in this space. Why? Because we always feel that if someone slammed the door at you, make sure that you find a window that you can break.
Yes.
To exit yourself.
That's beautiful.
Okay.
Yep.
Then that had helped me tremendously in my growth and my paradigm shift, and now 2026, my evolution. Then for people who enjoy discovering you and that you've been their therapist, how do you grade the session here on Community News Network?
I think it was great. I think you asked me questions that my clients don't get to ask me, right? They don't get to ask me about my dad, about my mom, my upbringing. It's only the bio that's online, and a lot of them are nervous to ask me more. So I graded a 10 out of 10. I feel like they were able to learn about Dominique, and to see that I'm human and I'm able to interchange into Haitian Creole and English. And I'm just like them, you know, just like them, just a person trying to survive and push positive energy onto everyone.
Very good. And we're not perfect. And if at one point the negative energy is what people perceive, go back to something you've done right, something you've done genuinely, and inject yourself with that energy, with that sun. Even though when the sun is not shining, find it within yourself. I'm Dr. Flore Lindor-Latortue. I was also pleased when I heard Dr. Léveillé said that we need to be present.
Yes.
We cannot be going to a massage and be on the telephone. No, it's one thing at the time. And I hope that when I'm looking at you, when I'm coming to your home, that I'm not on the phone, that I'm speaking my heart to yours. Until next time. Ciao.